Hey guys, Kristian Hoenicke here. I want to show you real quick how to get a list out of Aweber and into GetResponse. I know there are a bunch of people making the switch, so let's go ahead and run through this real quick. I've got one more of my lists that I need to bring into GetResponse. I'm going to move my DSD WoW list. This has been my um, primary DSD list. It's been a couple weeks of inactive because I switched over to GetResponse a couple weeks ago. So I need to go get rid of the unsubscribes, and make sure you do that if you haven't yet. So just come in here to manage subscribers, and it's not going to show me unsubscribes because I actually deleted those just a minute ago. It hasn't fully registered, I guess, on the home page. Anyway, if you have unsubscribes, go ahead and delete those. Come back in here, get these to load up. And I've got about 6,000 subscribers I'm going to move over. So the way to do this is just come over here to the export CSV file, or the CSV button. Click it. That'll grab your file, and there it is, ready to go. Get logged into your GetResponse account. Make sure that you're on the correct campaign if you have multiple campaigns like me. And then come over to contacts, select import contacts. This is pretty easy. If you haven't imported yet, you may get a screen that looks a little different than this that has you agree to terms. Go ahead and do that, and then you'll see this screen here. So you want to come over here to upload file. Let's choose the file to upload. This is in my downloads. Newest one here, just got downloaded. Let's open that up. Click import. If you're moving over a big list or several lists that make up a large amount of subscribers, I'd recommend giving a GetResponse a phone call and just let them know who you are and what you're doing. Let them know how you've been building your list, for how long you've been building your list, how long you've been with Aweber. Just help them understand you're actually list building and not spamming people and just buying crap lists and stuff like that. Assuming you're not. Okay, now this took me a couple imports to really fully figure out. So let's run through this. Some of these. Now it's going to show you the different fields. Some of these are already set up. So this is obviously the email addresses. This is if anybody gave me their name, and very few people have, but I'll go ahead and import anybody who did. Let's see what this is. An easy way to try to figure out what some of these fields mean, since they're marked do not import, but I actually want to import some of this stuff, useful information I want to keep. So I'm going to go to the file that was downloaded and open that up here. Let me find it. Okay, I just opened that up on another screen here, so let me go over. I'm looking for this 21. I'm looking to see what this stuff means. I'll show you how this works. So we have email, remember that one, then name. Okay, message, so the 21s, you see here, that's the last message that was sent. That doesn't really matter in my case. I'm not trying to do a custom. Well, I'm not going to do much of a custom import. I'll show you what I'm doing here when we get to that. Date added is something I want to keep. So date added is going to be these original subscribe dates. The date of last follow up I don't care about in this example. So let me go do a couple of these. So I don't need this. That's the date of the last message received or the last follow up message received. This I do want to keep. So I'm going to come down here and select subscribe date. This is a custom one that I added. It's real easy to add custom fields if you want to do that. This is the date of last follow-up. I don't need that. I'm not going to import those records. I'm going to show the rest here. So the next one after the date of the last message, let's see what that is. Oh, stop status, doesn't matter. They're all subscribed, so that's fine. I don't need the miscellaneous category. Add tracking though. I want to know where. I want to keep my tracking. So that's this. You see how I'm doing this? Tracking. Okay. IP address is already set up to keep. Definitely want to keep those. This is going to be the referring site, so where they subscribed from. Which I usually call that here. I think I just call that subscribed. I want to keep the country. Looks like the state. I want to keep that. Looks like the city. Okay. Zip code. This is latitude and longitude. It's an Aweber thing. Don't need those. Don't need any of this. So the last few fields, let me just make sure I don't need that stuff. So after latitude and longitude, DMA code, I don't know what that is, area code, phone. I don't get phone numbers from any of my subscribers. So yeah, I don't need any of this. So I'm good to go. Okay, so that's all set up. The first row does contain column names. You can see that easily because this is the first row and it contains the names. Okay, so you want to check that so you don't get a strange import there. All right, and I'll hit next. And I'm going to put them in DSD. Wow, I do not want these people to get the very first message. I probably don't want them to get this one either. I'm going to go to personal. Day 4. Everybody on my list has been through the my older follow-up. I have some tweaked content and some new content. This is one of them. I actually revamped this for my own use. So I'm going to put them on day 4, the first message. Confirmed opt-in is off. And I am going to finish this import. Now, don't finish your import if you haven't gone in and completely set up your campaign. Hold off on hitting finish. Let me show you one thing after this finishes here. I'll pause this while it's loading. Okay, it loaded up, and I need to bump up a level. So let me do that real quick so I can show you the next screen here. I like the discount, so I do. I prepay personally. Let's see here, compliance. Yep. Okay, so this is a standard message that you'll see also. In my experience, I've imported 8 or 10 lists now, and the worst of them took 2 days. A lot of them took a couple hours. So let me show you what I was talking about now about campaign settings. You can click on the little gear here next to your list, and I want to show you a couple things before you go ahead and hit the finish import button back there. Okay, so you need to go through the settings here and make sure everything's good. I am getting notifications. I've got my address set up in there. I don't do anything with this, but permission is a really big one. You have to, this is huge, you have to come in here and make sure all 3 of these boxes are unchecked. Otherwise, you're risking all of your subscribers having to resubscribe, having to opt in again. You definitely don't want to do that. That'll ruin your list. Okay. The bottom part here doesn't matter, and this, you know, their page is really dynamic. It's really cool. So as you uncheck boxes, it'll automatically save your settings. So that's how you do it. That's how you get that out of there. Once you get them out of your Aweber account, what I've been doing is allowing a couple of days just to make sure that it actually, the import goes through smoothly and everything. Once that has totally gone through, then I come back here and delete those contacts. So that'll reduce my Aweber list to well below the 2,500 subscriber mark, and I'll get a discount on my next, I'll get the next lower tier pricing. So if you're paying for Aweber, look at your billing dates and maybe coordinate that a little bit to get the best use of your funds. All right, let me know if you have any questions in the comments below the video. Thanks.